Hello and welcome to Stochastic Agency. It's August and that means it's RPGaDay for 2025. And today's prompt is Patreon. So this is a pretty easy one really because there's all kinds of ways that a patron can be used. There are ways to get the action started, whether they're supplying the funds, the gear, the equipment, or they are the cause of the problems. Patrons can be a double-edged sword because if you do use factions or you're involved with what could be called domain level play, the problems for your patron can soon become the problems for your characters. They can give an eye into the world by being used as a tool by whoever's running the game to disseminate information. But there is a word of caution here when we're talking about any non-player character, and that is the dreaded DM NPC. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this idea, it is the NPC that the person running the game uses to play along with the players. They often sometimes have the ability to know way more than they should, often are able to solve more problems than the player characters themselves can solve, and that kind of takes a little bit of the light out of the so-called spotlight, doesn't it? Think of a patron as a way to operate as a bit of a tour guide at times. But a patron can also be used to open doors. If you are playing in a fantasy game, it's not often that easy to get in to see nobility. You may need a patron to vouch for you. And while this kind of has a old school, medieval kind of feel to it, maybe Renaissance feel to it, where the patron is your sponsor, you can certainly think of patron as kind of a general term. Your agent, if you are an actor, could be said to be seen as your patron who represents you when you are going out for a job. So again, they can kind of act as a mediator. A patron comes in all forms, shapes, and sizes. It can be useful in any genre or theme. It doesn't always need to be human or divine or, in some cases, infernal, but they definitely are useful. They should be filled out quite a lot. They should have motivations, their own drives, their own desires, their own goals. This is because they need to be a utility tool, able to act in certain capacities whenever the characters might need something. So think about patrons carefully and use them to your best effect. Just don't use them to overshadow the other characters.